Okay, welcome everyone to the Rotary Club of Jacksonville Zoom at noon. I now call the order of the meeting, Rotary Club of Jacksonville. Okay. During today's program, everyone except our presenters will be muted. This should help alleviate background noise. If you have a question during the program, please utilize the chat function at the bottom or side of your screen. We have a lot to be thankful for, and let's recognize that by being led an invocation by Mr. John Chapelier. You're muted, John. You gotta unmute yourself.
Enter our new Rotary year, let us move forward with a clean slate and the four-way test in our hearts. To do that, we must practice forgiveness regularly. It is said the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. We let go of the past because we choose not to walk backwards through life. Rather, we savor what is present and imagine what is to come. We learn from our experiences so we do not repeat our mistakes. We reflect on and be proud of our past successes, and at the same time, we make sure to nurture our humility. When we practice forgiveness, we free ourselves from lingering regrets and angers too long carried, and from past pain which haunts our thoughts and steals our present joy. As we begin this new Rotary year, we turn our faces forward so that we can better see and treasure the gift of the present, which we can joyfully unwrap each day. Amen.
Amen. Our prior Zoom meetings have been a big hit, and they are available by video and listed on our website. We'll continue to update our website to keep you informed about the latest Rotary developments. Serving this year as board members are John Caulfield, Russell Grice, Kelly Shaw, Howard Wanamaker, Sal Biasek, Joe Fallon-Wilder, Scott Eder, Sean Mulholland, and Renee Parento. Our officers this year, the treasurer is Julie Laney, Secretary Michelle Baker, Sergeant-at-Arms Gerald Thomas, past President Tom Bryan, President-elect Bill Sorensen, President-elect Designee Jim Agee, and the Vice President Marie Nagy. I am thrilled to be the president of the Rotary Club this year. I want to thank past President Tom Bryan for the leadership this past year. Tom and his team led our club through some times that no other president in the history of our club has ever experienced. We reached new highs in recruiting membership and fundraising. We had a phenomenal program, and then the pandemic hit. Tom never wavered in his confidence or ability to continue to increase our membership. Tom was able to secure speakers that brought us timely and relevant information, along with news that helped all of us in our business and personal life. Our club's signature event, Where There's Smoke, There's Fire, had to cancel. With President Tom and Chairwoman Kelly Shaw's quick action, we were able to fulfill our commitment to the American Red Cross and raise the $31,500 that was originally promised. That could not have been accomplished without the wonderful members we have in our club and our committed sponsors. Tom and our last year's leaders are to be commended for their hard work. I thank all of you. As we now move into Rotary Year 2021, we have a lot to consider and many decisions we will have to make. I want you to know I am committed to serve and plan to work with all of you to make sure we move in the right direction. We will have more hands-on activities and expand our work with the American Red Cross, and have Rotarians install the smoke alarms recently purchased. Pete Hicks will chair the hands-on committee this year. As soon as the COVID-19 restrictions are passed, we will organize Rotarians to help install the smoke alarms. Out of the money saved from the lunch programs during this past quarter and contributions from the Rotary Club Foundation, we were able to give the Youth Crisis Center $25,000. I am proud to announce that we were recently awarded the district grant to match that $25,000 through the Youth Crisis Center. We have also requested money matching funds from the Jesse Ball DuPont Foundation to provide additional monies. The pandemic has struck many local families in our community in a way that for many of us is inconceivable. Mental health has been drastically affected, and the youth in our community need help. These funds will help implement communication to these young people who have amazing needs. There's a wide range of services needed for mental health counseling, drug addiction, and for many, domestic violence. Howard Wanamaker is this year chairman of the program committee. He and his team have lined up some wonderful speakers for upcoming meetings. Since we have this capability of Zoom, I encourage members to contact Howard if they have a speaker who they think will be of benefit by speaking to us at an upcoming meeting. Please contact Howard. Membership is another area of focus. At this time, I want to turn the program over to Mr. Jim Agee, President-elect designee and membership chairman, to provide some update. Jim?
All right, thank you, Jerry. The first thing I want to talk about is we've got a little bit of a structure change in membership. If you go over to DACDB and you click on your committee icon, you'll see that I've got 4 subcommittee chairmen right now. I've got Scott Eater with heading up development, got Carter Funk for vetting, I've got Shelby Dorsey for orientation, and Warren Jones for retention. And the reason we structurally changed this is to highlight how important each 4 pieces of this membership committee are and how they work together. It was a big job. Jerry Kelly's trying to do that all by himself last year, and we kind of jumped in with him and started revamping some of those things, and now it's coming to fruition. As you know, Tom Bryan pretty much was a one-man band, bringing members in, stringing them out the door, all the way to the stairwell. You were here for hopefully the Blue Badge presentation last couple weeks ago, and you saw the long list of sponsors. That's how we grow our club. That's how we get the people that we want to be members. Your peers, the people that are your friends, that you work with. To ease that, we've changed some of the way that we do development. If you go to DACDB now, you can click on My Club, and on the navigation bar on the left side, there's a new member proposal. When you click on that as the sponsor and you fill that out and you put in a couple of endorsers, you got to have 2 other people in our club that share your enthusiasm for the potential member just like you do. That's what starts the process. Once you have identified this individual, if you contact me, the membership chair, I will enter him into the computer and into our DACDB, and now you've got a potential member that all of us can look at, all of us can contact, all of us can encourage. If you've gone right past that step and you've already got this guy's or gal's enthusiasm and they want to join our club, you can just propose that member. Once you submit that proposal form in DACDB, that goes straight to Sherry and me and President Jerry Kelly. And I request an email if you do this, just to let me know it's in there to make sure there's no IT glitches. Now he is a proposed member. And what that means is we send that over to Carter Funk and his vetting committee, and they take an in-depth look at him and goes through the board and then comes to you. And that's when you see those confidential bulletins for 10 days. The membership gets to take a look at those folks, and we vet them collectively as an entire club and before we offer them membership. So a new structure, done much better. Also orientation, that was a big part of what Tom Bryan asked me to do when I came in as his vice president, was to kind of get back to the more one-on-one. This is our club, this is what we expect. And when we got into this COVID world, we had to restructure that. And Shelby Dorsey and Warren Jones have done a fabulous job facilitating those online with Zoom. And of course, I've gotten feedback. I mean, a lot of the folks, Hal Greenwood and Pete Hicks, were particularly helpful in telling me what was good and bad about that structure, and we've changed a lot of that. And hopefully those of you who have gone through it, and some of you will go through it this afternoon after this meeting, you'll see that we've done a pretty good job of orienting you to the club and moving you from the red badge to the blue badge. And nobody thought that we'd be creating blue badges during this environment, but we've done that. We've just kept people moving right along. The club continues to function. We're not going to stop and wait for the new normal. Our club's going to adapt and we're going to lead. And the district actually looks to us as the largest club and the first club in Florida for what we do. And I'm proud to say that we're doing it right. And I praise our leadership, our presidents, past and present, and for doing a great job there. So going on to retention, which is going to be a challenge right now as the financial impact hits and the loss of networking and the loss of friendship from just sitting and looking at each other and socializing, which is a big part of the appeal of our club. The social Zooms that we've done have been very entertaining. I want to point out that Kelly Shaw and Sarah Olson and Jenny Jett, the three of them really spearheaded that under Warren Jones' leadership, and we're very successful, and we'll do more of that. So the call and care was all part of the retention effort as well. So I encourage all of you to join a committee. It doesn't have to be membership. Clearly, I'm the membership chair, and it's important to me. But the programs, public image, any of the foundation work, they're all important. Jerry is going to be asking for all of us to be participants and to step up and help the club. And that's where we are with membership right now. Jerry, is there anything else that you want me to cover?
No, Jim.
Any comments?
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for your wonderful leadership and your inspiration. We have a terrific team of leaders that answered the call to serve, and we are moving fast. With the help of President-elect Bill Sorensen and Jim Agee, we are creating a multi-year strategic plan that will take us all through all our presidential years. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Marie Nagy, our Vice President. Most of you are aware that all members were asked to complete a survey last month. Marie has done a great job working with the survey and completing the results, and will give us a brief update today. Marie? So I have to unmute. There you go.
Okay, good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. So we did the survey, deployed a survey about 3 weeks ago, and 129 of you participated in the survey. And while that's a good number, we certainly wanted more. So the first question we asked is, are you attending Rotary Club of Jacksonville via Zoom? And 95 members, which is about 74% of us, of those who responded, indicated that they were attending the meeting. 33 indicated that they did not. And one of the members said, I have limited access to technology, so therefore that's why I'm not attending. So when we asked the 33, why are you not attending? 14 indicated they don't really like Zoom. 12 members had job-related reasons, and about 3 of the 33 had technology challenges. Would you continue to attend meetings via Zoom if the option was available, we asked, and 26.27%, which is 31 of you said no, would prefer meeting in person. 14%, 17 said yes to Zoom as their preference, but 56.7% said they really would like to have the option of attending via Zoom or in person. So then we asked, when are you most likely to begin to attend in person our Rotary meetings again? And 45 would attend in person today, which is July 13th. Of course, that was before we know that there was a rise in COVID-19 numbers. 33 said that they would attend beginning August 3rd meeting, but most of the 33 who made comments want either a vaccine or a drastic continuing decrease in COVID-19 cases. There were 33 said August 3rd, but then another 33 said, no, I think I'll just wait until there's a vaccine or until there's a change in. So what concerns do you have about meeting in person? The concerns range from looking at social distancing in meeting rooms. There were 60 who said that was a concern. Cleanliness, sanitation of common use facilities, 40 said that was a concern. Individuals not wearing masks in meetings, 37. Contracting COVID-19 for myself, only 21. But 61% was concerned about contracting COVID-19 and spreading it to others or to their family. We still had about 34 folks who basically, again, said they really would like to see a vaccine in place or certainly the decrease in COVID-19 cases. When asked what safety measures do you think or want to have in place, and if we're attending in person, the mask worn by all, only 31. Hotels adherence to social distancing guidelines, 54%, 65 people. Protocol regarding interaction, 56. Hand sanitizer wipes readily available, 68%, and assurance of contact mapping for sanitation purposes, about 18%. So the hotel's adherence to social distancing guidelines and a protocol regarding interaction were the highest numbers, the highest percentage of you said that would be a concern for you. So those are the results, and certainly the board has been considering those recommendations and thinking about them as kind of a baseline as we discuss what our return will look like. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie. President Holger Knack is the Rotary International president. Knack is the CEO of Knack KG, a real estate company. He was previously a partner and general manager of Knack Enterprises, a 125-year-old family business. A Rotary member since 1992, Knack has served Rotary as treasurer, director, moderator, member of several committees, representative for the Council on Legislation, zone coordinator, training leader, and district governor. Each year, our RI president is asked for a theme. President Holger's theme is Rotary Opens Opportunities. The COVID-19 crisis has forced us all to adapt. This is good, and our new action plan specifically calls on us to improve our ability to adapt. But adaptation is not enough. We need to change and change drastically if we are to face the challenges of this age and provide the Rotary the world so desperately needs. This is our great challenge, not just for this year, but for the foreseeable future. It is up to us to remake Rotary for these new times. The wholehearted embrace of the ideas, energy, and commitment of young people eager to find an outlet for idealism. We must become an organization fully enmeshed in the digital age, and one that simply looks for online ways to keep doing what we've always done. The world needs Rotary now more than ever. It is up to us to make sure that Rotary opens opportunities for generations to come. Rich Turnbull is our district governor. Rich Turnbull lives and works in St. Augustine Beach and has been a resident of St. Johns County for over 30 years. He is happily married to Marie, a Rotarian, has 5 adult children, and worships at Anastasia Baptist Church. Rich is president of Turnbull Environmental, an environmental consulting firm and energy company. He and Marie are also members of are owners of Harbor Island Tennis Center, a small, high-quality tennis facility located in St. Augustine. Rich will serve as Rotary International's District 6970 governor during the 2021 year. I am the president of Design Container, a manufacturer that is located in the northwest part of Jacksonville. I am married to Nancy Vickers, and we have 4 children, Patrick, Sam, Rob, and Tommy. These are difficult times, and in difficult times, individual members will be under a great deal of pressure. I want our club to be a refuge. I want our club to be a place where we can turn to with a warm heart and good humor. I have come to rely over the years on the wise counsel and camaraderie of others in the club. I have been involved in many club activities which I believe have added to the overall benefit of the city of Jacksonville. I have found the rewards in committee membership. I have found the rewards by making the time to participate. When Percy Rosenblum was recruiting me for membership, I found myself almost out of habit saying, I don't have time. I answered differently and accepted his invitation. I made the time, and the result has been a tenfold return on my life's activities. One of the best ways you can help your club at this time is make the time to serve and become more involved with the club and our fellow members. Your Rotary adventure will be different than mine, and I'm sure it will be rewarding. As we pass through this period, take the time to participate. Be grateful for the things you do have. We need you to serve on any of the following committees. These are the people who have volunteered to chair the committees. Their success will be dependent upon your joining their team. Club awards, the committee club awards will be chaired by Michelle Baker. Budget, audit, and finance will be chaired by Julie Laney. Pete Denholm will be a close second, and Bobby Brown is joining that committee. Charters and bylaws is headed up by Howard Kelly. Classification is headed up by Madison Shelley. Our club photographer is Renee Parenteau. Membership, as you've heard from Jim Agee, he's going to be the chairman, and the subcommittees are as he has described. Under fellowship, Jack Sears will continue to host the annual sporting clay event. Ed McCarthy will be involved in the golf event with Mennonite. Bob Roblo and Ken Babby will be working on putting together functions that we can do with their respective teams. John Chappelle will continue to head up club invitation, and Pete Hicks will be the hands-on committee chairman. Nominating committee will be headed by Percy Rosenblum. Project and screening will be headed up by Joshua Craps. The signature event is headed up by Kelly Shaw. Under Young Generations, we're packing together Rotaract, Interact, Rotary Youth Exchange, and Rotary Youth Leadership Award. That'll be headed up by Kevin Carlton, Mark Harbison, Sal Bayarsik, and Joe Fallenbach. Social media will be headed up by Dawn Alexander, Jenny Jett, and Susan Masucci. The Rotary International Foundation will be headed up by Nancy Bernard. International Service Projects remain. Williams Visionary Scholar Program will be headed up by Bill Sorensen, assisted by Biggs Nauer. Bill Learn has been heading up the web, and he's looking for an assistant to help him with keeping up the web. We are the #1 giving club in the #1 giving district in Rotary International. I want you to take the time to give more than money. I want you to take the time to give of yourself on these committees that serve not only the club, not only the city of Jacksonville, not only Florida, but the world. You are making a difference, and it shows everything we do as a club. I'm humbled by the prospect of leading this auspicious club during the upcoming year, but I know I won't be doing it alone. I will be doing with each of you helping me. Thank you again for the opportunity of leading our club. These difficult times will pass, and we will continue to be a bulwark in our community. Be well prepared and brief in your remarks. These are positively no excuse for wasting another's time by going to a meeting unprepared and rambling helplessly in your talk. Remember, if you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. The quote is attributed to the Right Reverend William H.K. William, and I'm going to take his advice here. I will be open to your suggestions or recommendations to help our family grow. My door is always open. Please talk to me and tell me how I'm doing and how you are doing. Thank you for the privilege of serving as your president for this year. If you have any suggestions, the chat's open. You have my email. It's Jerry, Gerry.Kelly@gmail.com. You have my phone number. Thank you again for the opportunity of leading this coming year. And that's all I have. I invite you to join us next Rotary Zoom at noon, which will be July 20th. We will feature Brenda Priestley Jackson, who will speak on social justice. This concludes our program. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to go ahead and close the meeting. Thank you again for coming. Thank you.